handstand, tuck, back to wall, balance. Learning to balance the tuck handstand can be tricky, but the back to wall tuck handstand balance drill is a great way to master it. This drill helps you find the correct tuck shape, catch overbalance, and practice maintaining balance with the support of the wall. Here's how it works. The position of your hands in relation to the wall is crucial. When moving into the tuck handstand, it's important to have your wrists, elbows, and shoulders stacked in a vertical line. Ideally, your butt stays off the wall with only the tops of your toes touching. If your hands are placed too close to the wall, you'll likely fall off the wall as you move into the tuck. On the other hand, if your hands are too far away from the wall, you're going to find it impossible to lower your thighs down to being parallel to the floor, as you need to keep your toes on the wall. A good starting position for most people is to place your hands about 1.5 hand spans away from the wall. This isn't a fixed measure, as it depends on your individual biomechanics, so feel free to adjust it as needed. Place your hands shoulder width apart with the index fingers pointing forward. To improve grip and control, bend your fingers slightly and actively grip the floor. This small adjustment gives you more strength and control when balancing in the handstand position. To begin, kick up into handstand with your heels on the wall and your legs straight. Focus on opening the shoulder angle so your wrists, elbows, and shoulders are stacked vertically or as close to vertical as possible. Push tall through your shoulders. Create elevation so the space between your ears and shoulders is minimized. Maintain this elevation as you move into the tuck shape. To transition into the tuck, focus on maintaining an open shoulder angle. Avoid allowing the shoulders to shift back towards the wall as you move into the tuck position. This is one of the most common mistakes people make. As you lower your legs into the tuck, keep the inner edge of your feet and knees pressed together to create tension in the lower body, which improves balance. Slowly flex your knees and hips to bring your legs down into the tuck shape. At this point, plan to flex your ankles so only the tops of your toes are touching the wall. Continue lowering until your heels are as close to your butt as possible and your thighs are as close to parallel to the floor as possible. This is the point where you will start searching for balance. Keep the shoulder angle open and ensure the shoulders are still elevated. Pay attention to where you feel the weight in your hands. When your toes are on the wall, most of the weight will be in your fingers. Your goal is to gradually shift the weight towards the center of your hands while maintaining the tuck position. To achieve this, actively push your fingers into the floor and slowly peel your toes off the wall. As your toes come off the wall, you might want to tighten up the tuck by closing the angle between your thighs and torso. Be aware that moving your legs forward affects your balance, so you'll need to adjust accordingly by using your fingers and wrists to control the shift in weight. To increase your chances of success, continue pushing tall through your shoulders and keeping your weight slightly forward towards the fingers as you bring your legs down. Once you've established your desired tuck shape, center the weight under your hands and aim to hold the balanced position. A common reason people fall off the wall during this drill is they allow the shoulder angle to close as they enter the tuck. When the shoulders shift back towards the wall, it creates an anti-clockwise rotational force that pulls you off the wall. This is why it's important to keep the shoulder angle open and continue pushing tall throughout the movement. If you're struggling to get your toes off the wall, you may need to adjust your hand position, moving them slightly closer to the wall. Alternatively, you might need to bring your thighs closer to being parallel to the floor to shift the balance point. Filming yourself from the side can be a helpful way to analyze your technique and figure out what adjustments are needed. Take your time with this one. Start with shorter holds, aiming for 10 to 15 seconds in the tuck position. As your balance improves, build this up to a 30-second hold before moving away from the wall and practicing freestanding tuck handstands in the middle of the room. Give it a try and see how you go. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.